welcome to this press conference by TCO Development. This press conference has been arranged to address your questions and to tell you about our new generation of TCO Certified Generation 8. In the comment field, you have the possibility to ask your own questions throughout the press conference. We have also prepared some questions for our spokespeople that we will bring up today. I am Cassandra Julin, PR and Communication Manager at TCO Development. And with me today, in this session that I will be moderating, we have, starting from the right, Andreas Rehn, Certification Manager.
Hello.
At TCO Development, working with developing the criteria and certifying products. We have Claire Hobby, Purchaser Engagement Director, working directly with buyers and purchasers that want to engage with us.
Thank you. Hi.
And we have our CEO, Søren Edholm, who is our leader here at TCO Development.
Yes. Hi.
We very much look forward to this next 30 minutes or so with you. So without further ado, let's start with the first question. So what is TCO Certified?
Yes, TCO Certified is a global sustainability certification for IT products. And it's available in 8 different product categories, typically the mass volume IT products like PCs. It includes both environmental and social criteria during the whole life cycle of the products. And most importantly, there is independent verification that the criteria are met both before and
they
after
want you to speak
certification.
louder.
Okay, great. So as CEO, what is your vision now for TCO Certified?
Yes, my vision and our vision is that IT product has both an environmentally and socially sustainable life cycle.
Interesting. Can you tell me a little bit about the sustainability risks associated with IT products then?
Yes, there are a number of risks associated with IT products, and some of the most important ones are in the supply chains, both environmental and social risks, human rights violations in factories, one big problem, maybe the biggest problem right now, is the short life length of IT products.
So with this TCO Certified Generation 8, what's new here and what can we expect from the next generation?
Yeah, so I can take that one. So what is new in Generation 8 is that we have added a whole new chapter, which is aiming towards prolonging the lifetime of IT products. So it's called Product Lifetime Extension. So in this chapter, we aim to add criteria and continue adding criteria with our next generations to come that are going to help purchasers to gain value when they buy products so they can keep the products for a longer period of time. But this will also help resolving big issues like the ever-growing e-waste stream and all, as you said, the different things connected to the production of the products as well. So, yeah.
So how is TCO Certified different from other sustainability schemes for IT products?
Yeah, TCO Certified is the only global third-party certification for IT products. There are lots of local certification or eco-labels, but it's very challenging for the IT industry, which is global, to work with the local or regional labels. So TCO Certified is really the only independent third-party certification available globally.
Okay. What impact will TCO Certified Generation 8 have in reality? Like what exact what are we hoping to achieve here?
Yeah, so as I said, with the new chapter that we are introducing, we hope to see that products will gain better durability, as we have a criteria for that. But also we have new criteria for batteries. So all the batteries need to be replaceable in products that are certified. But they also need to live up to a certain minimum standard that the user can expect when buying a certified product. So that is some direct effects you will be able to see. Others are connected to hazardous chemicals. So in Generation 8, we have added a new criteria for plasticizers, which is a chemical that is used to give a certain touch and feel, or so the cable can be bendable without breaking. And these plasticizers can often be connected to like endocrine disruptors or cancerogenics, which is extremely bad. So we want to help phase that out. So that is also something we have done with our new so-called accepted substance list that we introduced already back in 2015. So what we did now is that we included plasticizers on top of non-halogenated flame retardants.
This will be great for the users
Yeah.
and consumers of
Yeah, I
IT
think so.
products. But isn't the IT industry already working with sustainability? What's our role compared to the IT industry?
Maybe I can take that one. Yes, I mean the IT industry is working with a lot of these issues, and we work very closely with the IT industry as one of our important stakeholders, along with purchasers and other experts in the field. But there are different levels of maturity. So some brands or suppliers have gone very far with some of these issues, and some haven't made quite that progress yet. So really, moving forward, one of the most important things we can do is take TCO Certified Generation 8 with a lot of new criteria. This is a big step forward for sustainability. And if purchasers can take TCO Certified Generation 8 included in their purchasing criteria, that's the signal to industry that these issues are really important. And that's our way of making incremental change towards these very important targets such as SDGs and measuring our impact.
And what products are certified today?
Yes, there are more than 3,000 products certified, and they all comply to the criteria, and they can be found on our website in the product finder.
Can you give us a little bit of the teaser? What's coming for Generation 8 tomorrow at the launch?
No, you have to attend tomorrow to be able to see which ones that are gonna meet the requirements. I can't give that to you now, sorry.
Okay, so we encourage to keep following us to find out more about the brands that have been first to certified. But what do we expect moving forward now in terms of the next generation? Do we expect continuous engagement, or?
Yeah, of course, I think so. So what we have seen over the last couple of years is that the sustainability teams in different organizations have been growing quite a lot, and that is an indicator, at least for me, that they are taking this the sustainability seriously. So it's not just a sales argument any longer, it's on a top level priority, I'd say. So hopefully yes, and I do think so.
Great. And moving on to the future, with the TCO Certified Generation 8 being launched on 4th of December tomorrow, what areas are we looking into in the future when it comes to sustainability? Where do we see the major impact areas?
Well, so the major focus now with Generation 8 is a more circular approach for IT products, which is really needed now, since today the life length is short, and the products are not even used that much before they are thrown away. So a circular approach is really key. And I believe this will also be the case the next couple of generations. This will be the focus for all of us and for the whole industry and for the purchasers as well.
So can you define a little bit the circular approach? We speak a lot about circularity. What do we mean by this?
Yeah, sure. So a circular approach is about maintaining materials and products inside of a closed loop. So instead of just thinking about a linear economy where you create something, then you sell it to a user, and then the user uses it, and then it goes to landfill or incineration, We instead want the products to be passed down through an organization, for example, so you create a second life and maybe even a third life for our product. And by doing that, we will effectively be decreasing the e-waste we are dumping on developing countries as of now. So I think this is very important and something we should strive for.
Thank you. Moving back a little bit to stakeholder collaboration and how we work with others. How do we collaborate with other stakeholders? What's our approach on?
Yeah, maybe I can grab that one. And as I mentioned before, industry is one of our stakeholders. And when we're putting together a new generation, we definitely reach out and work in a very dedicated way with not only industry, but also purchasing organizations, various experts, as you like. I mean, sustainability means we all have to work together. No one can do this alone. And with TCO Certified Generation 8, that's what we definitely want to continue with, so that industry and purchasers take this on board and incorporate it into their strategies moving forward, whether it be on the design and manufacturing front or on the purchasing front.
And this links quite naturally then, I think, to telling us a little bit more, what's our process for developing new criteria? With Generation 8 being launched on 4th of December, tomorrow, what's our process? What was the process, and how have we involved our community?
Yeah, so we work over a 3-year cycle. So in the beginning of the cycle or during the whole cycle, we always have engagement with different stakeholders, such as the universities around the globe, not just in Sweden, but also the different brand owners, the factories, chemical manufacturers, to really see what is the actual problem and how can we solve it together. So that is something that is always ongoing. But then we always try to map out all the different sustainability challenges that we can see out there and grade them to see where can we do the most good and where do we have the power to really do something that actually changes the industry in a better direction. So that is 2 key things, I'd say, with our... But then the third thing is the independent verification that we always strive to improve by going around on our lab meetings to see that they are holding, like, they have a really good quality to their testing. So we always want to see that the testing is on a high level and has a really good quality. So that is also part of the process.
And how this testing, finding out the high quality, what's your view on this, and how do you say you maintain and like we try to work with this a lot? Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So we do something that is called a round robin. When you do a round robin, you take a product sample, so for example a laptop, then we test it back in Sweden and see we get some results from the testing. Then we go around to all our verified verification partners and see that they get the same results. So if we can see that they get the same results, we know that they have a good quality of their testing facilities. So that is our way of really doing our job to see that we have a really high bar set when testing the products with third parties.
Because what I understand, this is exactly one of the key issues when buying IT products, to really look into the supply chain and find out what's going on. So I don't know if you want to comment on that from the purchaser.
Yeah, I think so. I think purchasers today have such a broad challenge. You know, it's not just buying products anymore. A purchaser typically has to take into account the whole life cycle of a product that they buy, and not just one product either. So purchasers are so challenged today with limited resources, limited time to do this sort of deep dive and verifying what their products live up to. And that's really one of the key benefits that we provide through TCO Certified. Here's a tool that helps you cover your environmental targets, your social supply chain responsibility targets in a verified way. So really it delivers a lot of benefit in one package that is global for a global kind of product.
Yeah.
So, and we know one of the key considerations for purchasers these days is, how do I include social criteria in my procurement actions? And as we've mentioned today, we're coming on 10 years with social criteria in TCO Certified, which we're incredibly proud of. So we're in the supply chain through our verifiers and through our various collaborators. So we know what's going on, and we know what criteria to set that can really be relevant and challenging enough that we're able to make those incremental changes moving forward.
A bit of a different question coming in here. Can a product be certified after being put on the market, and how does that work?
I think probably that's a question for you, Andreas.
Sure. Yeah, so a product can absolutely be certified after it has been put on the market. But the products that were produced before the date that it was manufactured will not hold our logo on it. So that is one way to finding out. But sure, it can be done.
And also future models. I mean, if I'm a purchaser or a buyer and want to buy an IT product, I'm not limited only to what's available in the product finder.
Right.
Of course.
Technology never stops.
Exactly.
Right? This is an incredibly fast-paced development cycle, as we all know, right? So definitely, this generation, any generation we develop, lasts for 3 years. So think of all the new product models that can come along in a 3-year period. So definitely, this is our starting point. We invite industry to come in with updated models, new models as they come to market. Go ahead and certify, create those new business opportunities with the purchasers that are looking for exactly this kind of solution.
And what is the link between TCO Certified and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals that we hear a lot about in the discussions around the Brussels and the world today?
Exciting stuff.
Yeah,
this
sure.
one to you,
Yeah,
Andreas.
sure. So what we're working with, we work with sustainability in the supply chain, but we also work with environmental benefits in our criteria that we're offering. So these two combined actually fulfills a lot of the different sub-goals that you can find under the SDGs, the 17 different SDGs. And you will be able to find out more about that if you go to our website, and we will help purchasers to see how they are helping to contribute to fulfilling the global, the UN 2030 goals. So that will be really exciting for us to be able to provide that to the purchasers going forward.
So in terms of certification, we talked about that there is a lot of them, and that what the difference between TCO Certified and other schemes would be.
Yeah.
But how do we make sure that we stay trustworthy in the work that we do, and how do we make sure that we are at the forefront?
Yes, I think I'll take that
Sure,
one.
or I can take it. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, we work according to a standard for third-party certification. It's called ISO 14024. And we are also part of an organization called the Global Eco-Labeling Network. And within this network, there is a peer review process to make sure that all the members of Global Eco-Labeling Network work according to this standard. And there are lots of important criteria in the standard. That it should be science-based, there should be independent verification, and also, of course, that the certification shall be independent and non-profit. So these are really important for the trustfulness of the certification. And also we work with approved independent verifiers or verification organizations. And as Andreas said, we have a quality program to make sure that the verification is done in a high quality manner. And also we require the verification organizations to comply to another ISO standard called 17025, which is also, it's like a quality standard for verification organizations. So this is really a base characteristic of everything we do.
So I want to cling on to that as well, and maybe you want to say a few words about our ownership and operating model that I think links a little bit to what you just mentioned.
Yes, we are a non-profit organization. We happen to be in an incorporated, but in the owner's directive, it says that we should be a non-profit and that what are you doing here?
No, don't mind me. I'm not doing anything.
And that all the revenues we make from license fees are reinvested in criteria development and running the certification.
Ah, okay. So we're running out a little bit of time here. I want to give the floor now one last time to you each to see if you have any final remarks or comment. So Andrea, specifically for you, now Generation 8 is launched on 4th of December, tomorrow. What does it stand for you, and what's your take on Generation 8 as the lead of developing these criteria?
Sure. So I think Generation 8 stands for that as of now all the different products groups share a majority of the criteria. So that is why we are now calling it Generation 8 for all different product groups, which I think is very, very good. Because this will create a lot of benefits communicating this. It will also be clear for purchasers when they want to ask for something specific that is in a certain generation. But we always strive, we want you to ask for the latest generation, of course, so you are helping to drive the industry forward. But what is most important is that we are now taking a big step towards circularity, and this is our first big step, I'd say, towards that. And I hope that we in the future are able to continue that push so we can truly be able to achieve a circular society. So yeah, thank you.
Great. And Claire, from your perspective with the purchaser angle that you work with, what would you say are one of the main benefits for purchasers now with Generation 8 being available? How do you see it being what's in it for them?
Yeah. This is a really exciting moment. I really think that this is a moment where we have a significant step towards a more sustainable life cycle for products that we use every single day. And I think what's really great about some of these criteria, circularity, working towards SDGs, that it brings some of these very big goals down to a very tangible level for purchasers. Here's something you can request knowing that it's going to have an effect towards you being able to contribute to these very important sustainability goals. So it's bringing the global to a very local level that's very implementable, if that's a word. So I'm very excited for this.
Great. And Søren, you have the leader torch of TCO Certified here. Moving forward with Generation 8 now, where do you want to take us? Moving forward now.
Where do I want to take us? Yes, good question. Well, Generation 8 is definitely the biggest step yet toward our vision that IT products have an environmentally and socially sustainable life cycle. And the more purchasing power we get behind the certification, the more purchasers that ask for TCO Certified when they purchase products, the more we can also push the industry. So I really hope that we get lots of purchaser attention for Generation 8 and also going forward. Together we can make a change, but we really need to do it together.
Great final words there from Søren Enholm. Let me just, as a final reminder, if you want more information, log on to www.tcocertified.com, where you have the product finder, you have information about Generation 8, and also other things that may be good to find out. If you are from media, we have a press room available, so feel free to contact us and get in touch if you have further questions or would like more information or materials. So with that, I would like to say thank you to everyone involved, and I hope you will follow our launch tomorrow to find out more about TCO Certified Generation 8.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.